And action. What's going on? I got a thing today. I'm gonna use it a lot. How's everybody doing? Oh, I forgot to turn one of my lights on. I'm gonna do that real quick. This will be easy though. It's app based. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? It's another episode of Jon Does. This is our Friday episode. Just a quick reminder, if you're here, you probably know this. If you're new, this is... Oh, crud. Oh, man. I hope you guys are getting audio. Shoot, is there anybody out there getting audio? I hope it's happening. I'm getting an error message from YouTube. I hope you guys are getting audio. Please, is there somebody out there listening? You know what? I can check this. Yeah, sorry. Gotta do this. Well, the audio seems to be coming through. Yeah, so, audio seems to be coming through. YouTube's giving me, I did some adjustments on my audio inputs, and YouTube's now telling me some weird stuff, so I hope you guys are gonna get the episode I have planned today, because, open widgets, what? Okay, what is going on here? This is infuriating. Oh my god. I hope this is not affecting the rest of the show. Anywho, I'm gonna just keep going. Hope this doesn't mess up. Fuck you, YouTube, if that's the case. I was just trying to get you guys to remember that the new schedule is Wednesday and Fridays at 6 p.m. Yeah, so we'll keep going, and hopefully I don't crash this stream or anything like that. That would be dumb. Sorry, that just bothers me. Seeing that bothers me. Well, I'm losing my fucking mind over this shit. Streamlabs has been pissing me off quite a bit, to be honest. When it comes to trying to do some of the stuff I've been wanting to do, maybe I need a better tutorial than just whatever random dudes on YouTube. Okay, well, I'm gonna just ignore this. I know when Pat gets here, he's gonna fixate on it. So, but I'm gonna just try to move on. Shit. Where was I? Oh yeah. Before anything, before we get into anything else, really, don't forget to check out wilddinosaur.com. Nope, wrong way. There we go. Loosen that shot up a little bit. Sorry, I spoiled the show. Pat's going to be here. Well, it's in the title. Anyways, visit wilddinosaur.com. It's the best place to support this channel. I got cool stuff like these tote bags. Really durable tote bags. I use these every day. These aren't just like, here for props. I use them. I go to the store every day, every other day or whatever. And I use my tote bags. I also have these sweet baseball tees, baseball style t-shirts on the website, and they're really great. I love the baseball style shirts. I'm a tall dude, so hey, what do you know? I'm getting a no data message from YouTube. Am I still on? Sorry, I gotta check. I gotta keep checking. This is infuriating. How am I supposed to Yeah. Yeah, I'm still getting it. All right. Well, this is all over audio channels. I'm trying to use more than 2, and it seems to be a problem with Streamlabs or YouTube or both. I'm not sure. There's the fucking message again. Why am I getting this message? It should not matter. This should not matter. Or just down convert it to fucking stereo. I don't care. I need more than 2 inputs. Okay, whatever. This is gonna be a problem for me, I guess. Alright, well, we're just gonna try to keep going. I'm gonna try to avoid this as best as possible. If anybody is out there listening and anything happens on your end, you're not getting audio, or anything going on, please reach out. This is annoying. This is really fucking annoying. So, anyways, I was trying to say, go to wilddinosaur.com, buy some merch. I got some cool stuff there. I have links to all my art and videos, music, stuff like that. And then my merch store is there where you can get these cool baseball shirts or the tote bags or whatever. So, yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna do just a quick little thing here. I know it's not in the title, but there was a new episode of Rings of Power last night, and I watched it, and I gotta say, it was maybe the best episode so far. It was awesome. It was really awesome. I really liked this episode. It was the most engaged I've been with this show. I like this show. I like the show more than... I'm not going to make comparisons, but out of the shows that I've been talking about, I do like this show. You know what? I'll do a little breakdown of my favorites, I guess. Right now, it's a little unfair because some of these shows have more episodes than others. Right now, I'm going to maybe say Andor is my favorite show that I'm watching, followed by House of the Dragon, followed by Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power, and way down at the end of the road, way behind everyone else, is She-Hulk. Not feeling that show very much. But of course, I'm addicted, and I can't really stop. And there's only like 2 episodes left, I think. Oh, man. So, I'll finish it up, but I, at this point, don't want to see a second season of the show. But it's the curse, you know? I'm stuck in the curse. Well, we'll see how some of this audio stuff goes when we get to that segment. But so yeah, Rings of Power happened. I'm not going to do too many spoilers, although I will say it's a very action heavy episode. If you haven't checked it out yet, what is it? Episode 6. It really this is the episode in the season where things are really getting going, I would say. We have locations that we didn't recognize before, that we are starting to get an idea of how some of the landscapes came to be. There are no Harfoots in this episode, which is it's okay. It's okay by me. I'm the end all be all when it comes to that. And I know some people aren't feeling the Harfoots, but I am. I think they are they're the emotional heart of the show. But the show hasn't been balanced very well in some of those storylines, I think. I want to see some progression in that storyline. Up until this episode, the Elrond and the Dwarves storyline has been my favorite so far. There's a lot of interesting stuff happening. in that. And in this episode, there isn't any Elrond or dwarves. It really focuses on the storylines with I forget their names actually. There's the mother and the son, and they're trying to escape the orcs. And there's the elf that's with them. That is basically the whole episode is that storyline, because we got things going on. Hey, what's up? So, I didn't expect you so quick. I don't know what happened. Well, Pat came quick. Ladies. Ladies. Pat's here. So, I'm having a problem.
What problem is that?
YouTube. I'm still streaming. We'll have to see how this works out.
Okay.
But
let me get the microphone up here.
Yeah. And get your mic.
I look so much smaller.
Yeah, because you're a tiny little person.
Tiny Pat.
I was actually just talking about Lord of the Rings. There's a new episode.
Oh, nice. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I know you.
Yeah, I'm waiting for my roommate. He's been in Dallas.
I'm not doing like spoilers on this, but this is the best episode they've had so far. There's a lot of really cool stuff going on. A lot of action. The whole episode is like a whole like battle basically.
Perfect.
Yeah, and you don't get any a slight spoiler, just like storyline wise of who is and isn't in the episode. You don't get the Harfoots, the hobbits, and you don't get the Elrond and the dwarves, which kind of sucks because I think the Elrond storyline is one of my favorite parts.
Just because there's some deceit, some conniving.
There's stuff going on. Yeah, there's elves and dwarves, and I really like the whole I don't know where they're at, the dwarves, the name of the location. I don't know a lot of the like Tolkien lore as well.
Yeah, it is a cool area though.
But I like seeing that and whatnot. But yeah, the whole episode is basically like the like mother and son with the elf dude that's trying to escape the orcs, and then you also get some of the Isildur, Gladriel stuff.
Nice.
Some characters are starting to like come together a bit. It's cool. Well, I'm going to do a quick commercial break. And then Pat and I... Actually, before we get in the commercial break, Pat, you heard about this thing that happened the other day, right? I sent you and Ian a text about this, about the DART mission.
Yeah, of course.
That was rad, right?
It was amazing. So incredible what we're able to accomplish
in
space.
Drink there
after the James Webb Space Telescope, which is hands down one of the coolest inventions that humans have ever produced.
Absolutely.
I mean, the Hubble was awesome too, but I think we were young when it went up, and it wasn't, as impactful for.
They didn't have 8K cameras. Yeah.
Well, no, the Hubble put out some amazing images.
Yeah,
incredible images, like without a doubt, and it still is. It still continues to put out. And also, the Hubble shoots in visible light, where the James Webb Space Telescope is. JWST.
Those are the ones that shoot in visible light. Those are the cameras that are on the new iPhones, right?
Exactly. The 14. Yeah.
The 14. Yeah.
No, the James Webb shoots more in infrared, and you could gather so much stuff from infrared. Like they're looking at compositions of exoplanets and shit like that. It's amazing.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, the DART mission.
This is super awesome. So if you didn't catch it, NASA shot a rocket into a meteor or
an asteroid.
Asteroid.
Yeah.
Meteor, comet, asteroid. I always forget the difference. One of them, I think, is ice based. I think comets are ice.
Comets are giant blocks of ice.
Yeah, and then the meteors are rocks, right?
Meteor. So meteor is like something that's falling to Earth.
Meteor, and asteroids rock.
Meteors get burned up in the atmosphere, right?
Yeah.
But meteorites are the ones that get through, and then once they
end up like that big. Usually.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like the size of your prostate.
Unless unless they're the ones that take out the dinosaurs, which is exactly what we're trying to avoid with this DART mission.
Yeah, I know. I'm lucky enough to have lived long enough to see all my friends die, and now humans being able to shoot them down, basically.
Yeah, get some revenge for what they did to your
to my brother. Do you remember Caveman Lawyer from Saturday Night Live?
I don't.
Oh man, that was so good. It was a Phil Hartman character.
Oh, Phil Hartman was so
just
good.
so good. And he was a
Gone
lawyer.
too soon.
And it was kind of like his whole character was kind of like the South Park episode with the Chewbacca defense.
Oh yeah,
it's a little bit like that, except for like, you know, he's a caveman, and so he's like, I may just like, it was a total Phil Hartman thing where he'd always be like, I might just be some like dumb caveman who doesn't understand your ways with your metal birds in the sky and stuff like that, but then you'd always win the case. You know, it was just so dumb.
It's all just one joke, though.
Yeah, definitely. That's how I feel about this. It's just like, you humans with your like rockets and like.
Hey, dude, dinosaurs were around for like what? At least 50 million years, if not longer.
Fucking
they had their chance to develop rockets. They had plenty of chances.
Well, we crushed human existence. I mean, I'll tell you that much. 50 million years?
Yeah, humans have been around
for
a fraction.
2,000 years, if you believe some people.
It's more like 50,000, but
yeah.
But still, that's a fraction.
I think it's like 100,000 or something. But
it could be.
Yeah.
But yeah,
maybe a couple hundred more. I don't know.
We don't know history.
I don't know human history.
But
I could tell you that fucker
I can tell you that
Terry
dinosaurs had way more time.
Yeah, I could tell you that fucker Terry that died. That you don't know him, but he was a dude he was a pterodactyl.
I've seen footage.
Yeah, you've probably
seen.
No, he
wasn't a pterodactyl.
Well, no, this is a different Terry.
Oh.
That Terry, yeah, he's a
fucker too.
He's a frenemy, I guess you would say. But this other dude, Terry, who actually was a pterodactyl, that motherfucker owes me money still, but I'm not getting it because he's dead. I had to pay money to put him in my gas tank. Idiot. Me being the idiot.
He really showed you.
What a loser. All right. Well,
it was quite the meander before the commercial break.
So, well, just like kind of getting into what they did with the DART mission before we do a break is they shot it into an asteroid, a smaller. There was two asteroids. There's a big one and then a small one.
I've heard that the smaller one was about the size of the pyramid of Giza.
Yeah.
So it's not that small. Like half the size of the Eiffel
Tower. But the
Tower
one next to it was like huge. It was like the size of Egypt.
Enormous. Yeah.
The video images of that is really cool. It's because it's like pretty clear for the most part.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like super laggy, so it's like every couple of frames, it's just like closer.
Dude, it's 7 million miles away. That's insane. So
that's
the
awesome.
moon is like 250,000 miles from Earth.
Yeah,
this was 7 million miles away.
That's not that far. I could run that in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And so they shot this rocket into this asteroid to see if they could push it off course, like what happens in fucking movies. Like, it's some cool shit. Some serious,
incredible.
And they crashed. Like, did you hear how much the rocket cost? I don't know. I didn't look this up earlier. But like,
how much the mission cost?
Well, at least the rocket. Like,
I don't know.
To do a mission like this costs millions and millions and millions of dollars. So they probably, I'm just going to take a guess here. They probably shot a $50 million rocket into destroyed a $50 million rocket into an asteroid.
Worth it.
Awesome. Yeah, especially with the footage we got. Let's go. So
definitely check that out if you haven't seen it already.
And it gets really cool, like in the last couple of seconds, because you really get to see detail on the
rocky,
surface of the asteroid, just all kinds of rocks and stuff. I've seen people like screen grab stuff and be like, "There was an alien on that," or "There was a this, that, or the other."
That's fucked up, dude.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
We gotta kill aliens out there.
I don't know what's going on with this thing. I've checked. It says no data, but I pulled it up over here, and I'm streaming still. So.
It's fine.
Yeah, I just hate seeing these stupid that's annoying when I'm trying to stream to see this like pop up flash thing. Error. There's more than 2 audio channels. Bitch, I know. I set that up that way.
It's on purpose.
If you need to down convert it to like stereo from the 4 channels I have, I don't fucking care. I'm just trying to. Yeah.
I guess if this doesn't work, the next solution would be like a little mixer.
Yeah.
Which I have. I have small mixers that I could bring over, but
I might need to borrow one if we do
hopefully
this
that doesn't...
type of thing again. I want to do this, what we're going to end up getting into after the break. I want to do this again. I want to do it more, and I don't want to just use one piece of gear.
I do have some dumb shit. Like, you know how many mixers you guys know how many mixers I have? 4.
You know what? Oh, fuck. I don't have it anymore. I used to have that little Behringer one. I think I sold that.
Yeah. I've got one that would work great. One of those little like Boss ones.
Yeah.
It's like a 6-channel, and it's like this big.
Do you have anything where I can like hook it up through like DAT and add more channels?
I don't think I have any of those. No, I don't think I have any of those mixers. That's the way that I run my audio cards. I have like 2 audio cards with 8 channels each.
Fucking nerd.
I know. Dude, wait till we start talking about the Opsix. I've got a lot of nerdy stuff coming your way.
Well, why don't you turn that on, let it warm up, and we'll go to commercial. We'll go to commercial break, and when we come back, Pat and I will talk about this Opsix. I know I talked about it last week.
We're gonna get into it though.
Pat's a little more knowledgeable on some of this stuff.
Make sure you have your notebooks ready.
Yeah. There'll be a quiz at the end of this. All right, I'll see you guys in 40 seconds.
Richard's Pet Wedding Facilities, and I give these stickers away at every pet wedding. The kids love them too.
This bag from, what's his name? Wild Dinosaur? Weren't they all wild? What an oxymoron. Anyways, I like to put my special things in this bag. Plus, I'm pretty sure this is my spirit animal.
Life gave me lemons, so I sold them for this sweet baseball tee.
Oh, yes. All right. Ooh, nice feedback. Got the headphones on. Why do we have headphones on, Pat?
We have headphones on?
Because we're mission control.
Yeah, especially with this reverb.
Yeah, it's great. I don't know what's going on here. I'm not trying to fucking fix this right now. What I do want to fix, though, is I want to tighten this. Shut up. That's better. That's a little better. Can you hear that? Those were wedding bells. Pat and I are getting married. We're going to Vegas this weekend.
We're not.
No, we got the Korg Opsix here again. And, yeah, last week I just kind of went through it and started playing some stuff. But Pat is a little more knowledgeable in synthesizers than I am. I'm a guitar guy. You can see them all back behind Pat's head. Move your head, Pat. Let the folks see the guitars.
Wrong way.
There you go. That's fine. I'm just being a dick.
That's what the people want to see.
Yeah, it's me being an asshole to you.
Yeah.
That's how we get all the viewers. So, yeah, the Korg Opsix is an FM synth. Can you explain a little bit?
Sure, yeah, absolutely. I might just take the headphones off here for a second. So the Opsix is an FM synth, as you just stated. So FM standing for frequency modulation. Mm-hmm. And what that means is, well, in the case of the Opsix being 6 operators. So each operator would be akin to like an oscillator in the analog subtractive synth world. And these operators, like in a traditional FM synthesizer, like I have the DX7.
Yeah.
In the DX7, it puts out each operator, which also has 6 operators, put out a sine wave, and these sine waves are at different frequencies. So sine wave, just think most people know what a sine wave is, up and down.
Yeah, you're a sign language interpreter, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So you take one of these operators, and that operator is this is where I get confused too, but I believe it's like the carrier, and then the others are the modulators, and depending on the algorithm that you use, so right here, carrier, modulator, output. So you have the carrier, and that'll be the fundamental frequency of the sine wave, and then each other operator is like modulating that sine wave. So you have sine waves modulating sine waves modulating sine waves. But I think in the Opsix, you have all sorts of different waveforms that these operators can be. And also, it has way more algorithms than the DX7. So, like, let's see if we can get some of this going here.
Let's do this.
So, check it out. Right here, we have these bells. Sound pretty awesome. Right now, they're going through an arpeggiator. But those are just them on their own.
Haunting.
They do. They sound great. And you can see right here, these operators are like 12-bit sine waves.
Well, they can't see it because I have no camera.
Well, you
on
can
there.
see it, though.
Yeah, but we're talking to other people.
All right. Well, I wish you guys at home could see it, too. But what we've got is this signal right here. So we have, like, I don't know, 2 carriers and then a couple modulators. Because you have 6 operators. But you can switch up the...
Are these sliders? There's 6 sliders and 6 knobs here. Are those controls for the different
operators? Yeah.
Okay.
So these are controlling the frequency, and then
knob.
these are controlling the level.
Okay, and the sliders are
The levels.
Gotcha.
So each operator, you can think of like, on the Moog, turning an oscillator down.
Yeah.
Same kind of thing. Except you're really impacting the sound by just simply like changing the frequency. We'll change the frequency of the original.
Really low.
Super quiet now. I probably made some stupid change.
What I always do, well, at least with the monologue that I have, is just redo the patch set.
Yeah. Right, exactly. But you can see how... So we're changing the ratio of the modulation.
The Horatio sounds.
You can get really technical with this stuff. I also don't have like a full grasp on FM synthesis, but what I do understand. And this makes it way easier because you can just kind of start tweaking right away instead of having to...
I generally try to not tell my audience to start doing hard drugs.
At least not before 6 p.m.
Yeah, not before you eat a balanced meal.
Make sure to get your cornflakes in first. Cornflakes, then crack.
Yeah,
not the other way around.
Eat first, tweak later.
But yeah, you can really start getting into it. And I know that some FM synths are only like 4 operator. That little reface one is just 4 operator, and there are even like 2 up. But obviously, the more operators, the more complex sounds you can get.
And they all need to be very smooth. You got to have smooth operators.
That's a wonderful song. I love that song.
I'm killing it with the
big shout out
with
to
the
Shade.
jokes today.
This is really bright sounding.
Yeah.
This synth, I like the DX7, the classic DX7 sounds quite a bit warmer, but I would hate to edit on it. This thing is nice. It got this great bright screen, and the DX7 I have to like hold a flashlight to this tiny little screen. It's got 1 slider. You got to like go through pages of shit. I don't even try to program it. I've got a software editor.
I'm sure there's some diving you can do in this thing, but everything is pretty like right in front of you too, which is nice. I like that.
Yeah, it has these different pages.
Mm-hmm.
Go here to change the pitch of each operator.
You gotta have that pitchy operator.
Pitchy operator. Goes up and down an octave.
Just thinking about it, I wish YouTube had like a volume monitor, like a UV meter of some sort. I don't see one. Only Streamlabs. Mhm. Let's do a bunch of covers that'll get us like demonetized.
Some people get demonetized just for playing presets,
No, I
which
know.
is insane.
Well, I can't really get demonetized because I'm not monetized.
How about these wind sounds?
That sounds like a very shallow fart when you're like sitting on the toilet, you know, like.
You could just go through some of these sounds.
Yeah,
Evolving bass.
I did a couple of presets last week.
Some really nice bass sounds.
Yeah, that sounds good. Bong, bong.
If you want to get nasty and just change the ratio.
I'm about to go get nasty.
And then you also have a filter at the end, which traditional FM synthesis, because you're adding waveforms on top of waveforms, you normally wouldn't subtract away from the wave with a filter. But I think it sounds badass. Get a complex wave and then just cut it out with some of these characterful low passes. Like it has a modeled MS-20 filter.
Okay.
And then also a Poly 6, which are classic Korg synths, Korg analog synths.
So where are the Michael McDonald patches again?
There are quite a few. What was that one there? Ninja Pad?
Ninja Pad? Hell yeah. Not very ninja-like to me.
It's not that Ninja.
No. I mean, ninjas shouldn't be making any sounds. Period.
Agreed. You're a shitty ninja.
Yeah.
You're making a lot of sound.
Like, if you're a ninja and you accidentally step on, like, a twig in the middle of the forest while you're, like, sneaking up on some, like, camp, you've already lost your life. You can't step on twigs. You gotta be, like...
Super Lightfoot.
Yeah. You gotta hover. You just gotta hover above the floor.
Yeah, that's why most ninjas use hovercrafts.
Yeah, hovercrafts, hook shots. That's partly why they use the flash bombs, is because they do a flash bomb and then like zip line out of there real quick.
What is this one right here?
Yeah, what is it? Let's play it.
Let's play it. MS-20 Poly Cascade.
Just play the preset.
Don't want our viewers to be deafened. Then you'll have to get some real sine waves.
Podcast is almost silent.
I'm sure there are visual podcasts. Sounds pretty sweet. But we want to find that Michael McDonald sound.
Yeah, really trying to step up my game, piano wise. I know this isn't like.
It does have some great electric piano sounds, though.
Yeah. I mean, because we've run into them. But... America, do you have your passport? Did you get your shots?
This one's a little more
Would
haunting
you
than
like to come back with Pat to America? America. Woo! America.
Woo! This one's a little more Michael McDonald.
Yeah, for sure. In America, come to get you.
We came from somewhere back in America.
Driving our big trucks through America. My Ford F-150. Just you and me.
Oh, this is the Michael McDonald.
Oh, that's
classic.
yeah, that's the one. Just driving my F-150 through America. I
does.
So if you were putting stuff together, what kind of stuff would you be making with this?
It's hard to say, but I think I would be mostly sticking with like some pad sounds, electric piano sounds, basses.
You're not trying to join the Doobie Brothers.
If they'll have me.
Yeah, I'm in it for the Doobies.
Yeah. Let's go for more Doobies and less brothers.
Yeah, this one's cool.
Can make it sound real shitty though.
Yeah, fuck with it.
That's when the drugs kick in.
I broke my radio in my F-150.
And then it's got the filter too, right?
I don't know why I'm saying about F-150s.
You really like those F-150s.
In the last, 5 minutes, apparently. I don't know. I'm not talking shit. I just don't know where the thought of the F-150 came from.
I have the MS-20 Mini, as you've seen. And that thing has a nasty filter on it. FM synths can be used heavy in dubstep too. You can make some crazy, complex dubstep type sound effects and shit.
Well, Pat's over here with the digital. I'm over here with the analog.
And this sequencer is nice too. That's what we're using right now. It's got a built-in 16-step sequencer, and you can easily change it up. I was saying, it's super easy to duplicate steps. This is kind of a wonky rhythm, but if you had to sync to a drum machine, you could get something going right away.
Let's check out another preset.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, as you can see, you can get very complex.
Where's my XC? Should I throw the ecstasy commercial on real quick?
Just have it playing with this sound effect in the background. This is that Poly 6 modeled filter. So yeah, you can get weird industrial type sequences.
Hell yeah, dude. When's your album coming out? It's just this with Bobcat.
That would be legendary.
So, I mean, you talked a little bit about the DX7. Any other, I know we haven't messed with this too much.
Yeah, we haven't messed with this.
Stuff that you like about this over the DX7?
Oh, mainly just the playability, how you can instantly start editing stuff without having to think about it.
What about the opposite? What do you like about the DX7 over this?
A much better keyboard, just a physical playability, but not a whole lot. This is much easier to use than the DX7. It does sound a little bit different, just because older like converters and stuff like that.
Because it was made when the dinosaurs were alive still.
1983.
Yes.
83, 84.
Yeah, dinosaurs died off in 84. The end of 84. I was born in the beginning. Well, I was born in the end of 84 as well. I was born in September, so dinosaurs died in like October, November, I think, somewhere. It was
pretty quick.
It was pretty quick.
I didn't. John's here.
I didn't get a Thanksgiving that year. It sucked. Or Christmas. I woke up like 3 years later, and I was like, "What the hell happened?" And I was the only dinosaur alive.
But this thing can load DX7 patches, and then you can just start going to town. Some nice lead sounds.
Sounds like you might need an OnlyFans for that. Start going to town on it. So, are there other not compatible? What am I trying to say? Other good alternatives to the Opsix that are out, like newer instrument, not like going out and buying an old DX7 or anything.
Yeah, good question. So for FM synths, there are quite a few options in the software realm. There is the free DexEd, which I use to edit patches for my DX7, and you can load patches and stuff too from it, and that's free.
Oh, okay.
So DexEd, DEXED, and then there's also
that's a
Arturia.
Nice play. Sex ed. Yeah.
There you go.
Get it? Because when you play the right instrument, it's like having sex.
Yeah, I like
or
my
better.
Juno quite a bit.
Or better. Yeah. I don't blame you. So any other
yeah, in the hardware realm,
yeah.
there is the Korg just released second iteration of the Volca DX.
Oh, okay.
Or Volca FM. Yeah, Volca FM. And it used to be only like a 3 voice or something like that. It's only 3 note chords. Now it's 6. So you can do a lot more with it. And those are pretty cheap. Those are like less than $200.
And then you mentioned that the Reface had the
Yamaha Reface. Yamaha put out the DX7, and their what is it? The Reface. This is the CP.
Both Pat and I have Refaces. I have the CP. And
I have the DX.
The DX,
which is the FM synth, and also
I love this thing, by the way.
In related but quite a bit different, Electron has some FM gear, the Digitone, and I have I actually have the Model Cycles, which is more of a drum machine, but it's FM based, and you can do all kinds of crazy sounds. But it also has like a sequencer. You've seen it before.
Yeah.
That little portable drum machine.
Yeah.
I love that thing. I have it MIDI to the MPC right now.
And then, of course, the CR78's FM, right?
I love that thing so much.
That thing's great.
No, that thing is classic analog.
So what was sorry to get this is a little personal. This was a gift from Pat to me. What was the I'm just curious, what was the thought about this specific one?
Just different from what you've had.
What I have.
What you have. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
completely different. Like, what do you have? You have the mini log.
I have the mini log.
So 4-voice analog.
I have the Reface, which is in a synth.
Electric pianos.
Yeah. And then the grandmother,
which is
and
analog mono beast.
And that Casio over there, but
yeah.
Yeah, it was a $30, $40 purchase from my buddy Jay. Shout out Jay, thanks for all the gear.
Like, yeah, I'm sure you could pull up FM patches and Logic and stuff like that, but this is quite a bit different.
Yeah, and it's
fun.
Both you and I, as I'm sure a lot of other people are struggling with space, and this is nice because it's not huge. It's about the same size as the mini log, maybe slightly larger by like an inch, but not by much. And
same amount of keys as the grandmother, 32.
Yeah. And
37, something like
at
that.
the beginning of starting doing this show, John, not today's episode, but in the beginning, I had a much smaller desk, and I have a new desk in here now, so I have more space, and it's nice. Pat can sit here and have the keyboard over here, and I have nothing in front of me. No, I have some stuff in front of me too, but I have space, so it's nice to not. That bothers me a lot when I feel suffocated. I'm sure you get to the same point too when you're like trying to like do music or something, and you just feel like there's too many boxes or there's too many like things cluttering your area. That bugs the shit out of me.
My room's pretty tight. Pretty tight squeeze. I've got 2 big ass synthesizers, the Judo 6 and the DX7, in like a 2-tier stand, and then that little drum machine, the model cycles,
and that's
and
it.
an MPC. I have an MPC on my desk now,
and you don't even have a bed in there. It's just music gear.
I do have a bed, but
it's a dog bed. It's a small little dog bed that he curls up on the corner.
I always sleep in fetal position anyway, so it works out well.
Now sometimes Pat comes over here because I have a bed and we just cuddle.
That's not even true.
Aw.
Quit trying to get our viewers hyped up.
I'm trying to get more subscribers here, man.
You need to wait for the offshoot program.
Don't even say it. I don't want to put that into the.
Okay.
Yeah, that's something I've been holding on to.
Coming soon.
Not coming soon, but it's not something I want to like put out into the universe yet, because when it happens, people they'll shit their pants when that happens.
Plus, you don't want anybody to steal the idea.
Yeah, for sure. That's the biggest thing. I'm looking at you, Ryan. I know nobody's watching right now.
They will.
They will eventually. All right. Well, we got about 10 more minutes before we wrap up. Anything else you want to talk about with this? I don't have a ton of questions. I just like am curious about the functionality of some of it.
It's got so much going on. The arpeggiator. You know, one thing I was curious about is if you can stack patches.
I don't know. Can you? Are they too heavy?
I'm just not sure if you can. Yeah, I don't know if it's bitimbral. I think probably.
I would maybe not say that. That maybe some of our Christian audience wouldn't appreciate that very much.
But I like how it just has this initialize. Oh, and randomize.
Yeah, when I've played this thing, I have not messed with the right side of the top part. I only mess around with the carrier. Was it with the carrier modulations or whatever?
So you shift initialize. You just start out with a blank patch, which is just a sine wave. And then you can go from there. Start adding more operators.
Sounds like tone, bars and tone. I used to have to set bars and tone at the old TV station. And I would do it at like 4 in the morning, and my director would be asleep because he'd been there since like 3:30 or whatever, or 3. And he would be putting graphics together, but he'd fall asleep in his chair. And so I'd come in and set bars and tone, and I would just stand next to him and go,
Yeah, this is basically what you got. Wait, like almost already starting to sound like some sort of electric piano sound.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like we're doing using a dial-up modem.
For anyone under the age of 25,
which are none of our viewers.
Well, again, currently nobody's watching, but I hope y'all come in, after the show's over, get some views in there. And this is for people that are watching or will hopefully eventually watch. Are you digging this? You digging the breakdown on some of the instrumentation? You like seeing the live jams? You want to hear some more live jams? Because I got some plans.
So check this out here, John. You can
I'm checking. What's
change
up?
the operator mode of each operator. So you can have like a wave folder, filter, ring mod.
Ooh.
This is way
Throw
crazier
Throw
than...
that ring mod on.
Well, it's just one of the operators is a ring mod now. I can change the depth.
Which one is the ring mod?
The second,
The second one?
I think.
This one?
Yeah. I believe it's the second one. Or actually, this could be the first one. It's hard to tell.
I think it might be this third one, actually. No.
But anyway, you can get really technical on this stuff. Change it to like an 8-bit sine wave, a triangle, square, saw.
Saw Gerrera.
Like, this tone's already starting to sound like something. There you go.
That sounds sick.
I like that. Sounds like some sort of weird, like 8-bit video game.
Boss level. Or like walking to boss level.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. You know what? I'm gonna throw this out. I was gonna maybe talk about this off air, but as we kind of finish this level, this episode up,
This level.
and as you keep playing, I have been playing a little bit of video games, not a ton, like I was a couple weeks ago, trying to get through Horizon. But there was an online sale, and I bought a couple of games.
What'd you pick up?
I bought Sackboy,
Nice.
which that name is hilarious. But it's the Little Big Planet. It's like Mario. It's like Mario 3D.
It's a platformer.
Yeah. But you know, it's in the Little Big Planet world. It's fun. It's fun. We should play some levels one of these days. And then there was a Robin Hood game that I had like put on my watch list, and it was like a $20 game, but that was on sale for like $4 or $5. And I was like,
This is for PS5?
Yeah.
Robin Hood?
Yeah, I think it's called The Hood or something like that, but it's the Robin Hood like
Dope.
little story. Robin Hood and Little John story about how they were really lovers and Marion was just a beard.
Oh, everybody knows that.
And then the third game that I picked up, which was also on sale, I have that first Spider-Man PS4, and then they did the sequel, the Miles Morales one. And every time I go to the store, I always see that the disc or whatever for that, and it's like $60. I picked that up online for like $40.
Nice.
It's the deluxe version.
Is that for
$40.
PS5
Yeah.
specifically?
Yeah.
Nice.
And I think the like standard version of it was like on sale for like $15-20 or something like that, and then they had the deluxe version for like $40. So I picked that up. So I have a couple new games. There's actually a bunch of games for PS5 that I haven't played yet.
Word.
So when I get an opportunity to like dive into another, Jason actually, when he was watching a couple weeks ago, when I was talking about Horizon Forbidden West, I pulled up some games that I haven't played yet. It was like Fallen Order, Jedi Fallen Order, and then I never finished the God of War game because there's that other one coming out this year, and then the Uncharted package,
The newer Uncharted games.
there, it's like a package. It's called like the Thieves something. I don't know. I don't know anything. I've only seen that movie.
I want to. I've heard it was all right.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I would see more of them. They're gonna do a second one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I have no problems.
I
with
didn't
it.
realize that it made enough money to warrant a sequel.
Well,
but
it didn't need to. It's a like top video game. Like Sony's like, no, this is a franchise now. Like,
hell yeah.
so and that's fine. I mean, like they hopefully they see what didn't work from the first movie and like fix some of those problems. Like Morbius. Actually, that's a perfect movie. I don't know what I'm talking about. I've never seen one.
Sorry, just played some.
No. That's cool. I just kind of threw in the video game stuff there at the end because
That's good
I meant
stuff.
to tell you that I have some new stuff. But I've gotten a little further into the Sackboy game. I just needed something that was like, you know, I play a lot of the open world games and stuff like that, and I needed something where it was like I can just play 1 or 2 levels and just be like done, instead of like 5-6 hours later I'm like, I gotta get this thing,
Right.
I gotta get my horse. Where's my horse at? I need my F-150.
Your Ford Bronco.
My Ford Bronco.
Dude, I saw Classic. I went to a little classic car show last weekend, and there was
in downtown?
No, it was in Goleta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but there was this awesome like restored Bronco, a classic, like I think it was like maybe
Resurrected
70s.
from the dead.
Yeah, it was
a
OJ's
car.
white
Sorry.
Bronco. Nah, that OJ's white Bronco was sold at auction somewhat recently for a lot of money.
Hell yeah.
It was like a few years
I bought
back.
it.
I wish you did.
It's in the backyard. It's a piece of history.
It is.
It's a piece of Los Angeles
It's
history.
gonna go into the Smithsonian.
Oh man, drive it. Just drive it.
Drive it to New York.
Drive it
Good
into
luck.
the Smithsonian.
Or
OJ's
DC. Sorry, the Smithsonian's in DC.
Yeah, drive it to the Smithsonian, OJ style, where it's just like a cop chase.
Super
the
slow.
Whole, yeah, the whole way
like
from California to DC.
35 miles an hour.
Yeah, and like each state, you just acquire more cops behind you. Be awesome.
That would be so badass if you had like a highway patrol or state trooper from each
state like
that you're
chasing
going
your
through.
ass.
Yeah.
That's peak male
They're like
performance,
12
right?
different states.
That is like alpha male shit right there.
That is. That's based, as the kids would say.
Based. I freebased.
So did OJ. I mean, chances are.
I never freebased. I just did I just did all the drugs straight. I don't freebase them. I just rub them on my
Straight
face.
up, no chaser.
Well, like the best thing to do with black tar heroin is just rub it on your face. That's the fastest way. Like, you don't have to smoke it, you don't have to like inject it or anything. Just rub it on your face.
A lot of people don't know about what a great exfoliant it is.
Yeah, and it kicks in faster. Also, you keister that shit. I'm just kidding, guys. Don't do any drugs. If you live in California or one of the other, actually at this point, there's a lot of states that have legalized weed. Do weed. Weed's good.
Not enough states.
Yeah, not all of them yet. Weed is good. I'd balance it. Balance is the key to life. Do a little bit of weed. Do a little bit of crack. Do a little bit of meth. Don't do any of those. You can do weed if it's legal, and you're
You're gonna have to put a disclaimer.
in at least California, it's 21 to purchase cannabis.
And cigarettes, I believe now.
Good. Cigarettes suck.
Yeah. Cigarettes just...
There's no medical benefit, but weed has point.
Yeah, looking cool.
You and Puff Sullivan over here. All right. Well, I sidetracked the end here. You want to do a little jam, and I'll do my outro over your little jam.
I can play some tinkly sounds.
Yeah, tinkle us up, Pat.
Let me find a tinkly.
Yeah, give us some tinkle.
Tinkle toes.
Tinkle toes. That's your
That's my nickname.
tinkle toes.
That's not that tinkly.
Just anything. Just throw us something.
Immortal Pad.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one.
We're gonna stick with that. Ooh. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us today on Jon Does. This was the second. No, actually, this was the third episode this week. I don't do Monday, Tuesday anymore. I just do Wednesday and Friday shows. So if you're brand new, that's when I live stream is Wednesday night and Friday nights at 6 p.m. That is Wednesday and Fridays at 6 p.m. here on the Wild Dinosaur Music channel. That's the best way to find this channel, I found. If you Google Wild Dinosaur, is to put Wild Dinosaur Music. my channel pops up first when you do that. If you put in Wild Dinosaur, you get a lot of dinosaur videos, like a lot of dinosaur videos. And what else we got? I'll be back next Wednesday. Hey Pat, are you around to maybe come on next week? Oh, you're leaving.
Yeah, but
You're gonna be gone.
No, I'm not leaving till Saturday, till a week from tomorrow.
Oh, okay. So maybe you can come on Wednesday or Friday. Maybe we can do some more jams or something.
Sounds good. Yep, maybe we'll have to bust out the Moog next time.
Yeah, it'd be cool to have two instruments set up. Maybe next episode we do like TR-8S and the Opsix, and then in a future episode we can do the same thing what we did today, but with the grandmother.
Sounds great.
Yeah. So Pat will maybe come back next week for some more live music. We'll talk more about some other stuff going on. I'll probably bitch about She-Hulk at some point. Lord of the Rings was a great episode. It was the best episode so far. Go check that one out. Check out wilddinosaur.com. It's the best place to support the channel. I've got t-shirts, sweatshirts, sweaters, zip-ups, all kinds of cool stuff. Yeah, so if you feel like helping me out, buying some art, supporting this channel, go check out wilddinosaur.com. I keep doing that. There we go. Cover my face. And then the last thing before I go, I do this every episode. I think I've forgotten once or twice. Didn't mean to. I have a link in the description to donate to Planned Parenthood because I think that's super important, and things kind of suck right now in regards to reproductive rights and health care in general in the United States, and Planned Parenthood is doing a lot of great stuff. So if you feel so inclined, go ahead and donate to Planned Parenthood. Yeah, so that's it. I hope you guys have a good weekend, and Pat, let's give me some ARP. Let's get some ARPs going. Yeah, let's do some outro music.
We need some on.
There we go. In my truck, in my Ford 150, F-150, F-150. In my truck, in America, America, America. In my truck. Woo!
Oh, nice.
All right, guys. Have a good weekend. I'll see you next week. I'll keep going.